To us.
Well, welcome to another episode of. We're already starting now.
Oh,
Welcome to another episode of the Jones on the Ground YouTube edition. Once again, we're here replying to a couple of things, doing a little bit of housekeeping from the podcast. What we want to do first thing is, she said yes, y'all. She said yes. So, so we be getting, that'll be happening soon.
Yeah.
We're looking at early April. We don't want everybody
we
showing
ain't
up.
gonna tell everybody the date. We gonna just send you an invite. If you get an invite, you coming.
Hey,
Simple as that.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Some of y'all, y'all can support us from over there.
Yeah.
Just ask for cash apps, DMs, whatever.
Yeah.
Support us in our young little marriage.
Yes. That's what you see right here. Okay.
Yeah, so on top of that, I do want to give a very big happy birthday to my Aunt Denise. And when I was young, she was the one that convinced my mom to allow me to go to Parkway Central, way out in the county somewhere. And she took us to school. She took me to church with my cousin Emmanuel, and pretty much did a lot of the hard work raising me as a little kid up until we moved away from our little house that we lived up in Walnut Park with the rest of the family. So I just want to give a big shout out to my Aunt Denise. Now, we did an episode on the podcast, If They Were Black. Pretty much people know what we're talking about. The situation that happened on Capitol Hill last Wednesday. We had a couple of responses on that show, but one we needed to get to on this video.
You want me to?
Yeah, go ahead and read it.
Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. So we got a response from someone. We won't say their name because we ain't trying to be messy, but they responded, if they were black, ? It says, well, they were black back in 1967. The Black Panthers of 1967. Look it up.
All right.
That was all that was left.
So me being a nice big history buff that I am, let's talk about the Black Panthers in 1967. In 1967, the Black Panthers did, with armed assault rifles and shotguns, they did go and protest in the state capital of California. Once again, a state capital in California. And I know Ronald Reagan was in attendance out there. It was a little situation, but my whole point of the matter is it was a state capital. No one was shot, killed, or injured. They didn't have to rush any politicians anywhere. There was no damage to property done. So now, we did look that up, and I ain't have to look that up because I know about the Black Panthers. At the end of the day, not one of them set foot in Washington, D.C. with no assault rifles on Capitol Hill.
They did not.
Not one of them climbed buildings, broke windows, or breached the Capitol building at all. They didn't have to, not one person was shot, killed, or injured either by police or otherwise.
Right.
For an armed protest by black people with guns, it was a relatively peaceful protest.
Right.
Now, that's not what happened last Wednesday.
No.
And so for someone to, and once again, because we don't want to get demonetized, we know everybody's got really hard feelings, really strong feelings on this. When we post a picture of if they were black, once again, it's up to you to come up with your own thoughts. Because some people may not agree, because most of us in the community that I'm at, as black as this t-shirt is, we feel like that situation would have been a lot worse if the protesters there, or the insurgents or rebels or whatever we're calling them, if they were black. We just feel like that would have been a situation.
Yeah. And I mean, me personally, again, like we said on the podcast, I mean, we're not here to put judgment on everybody or anything like that. It was a sad day actually seeing. It's been sad week actually just thinking about it. It's just been hard to see. So I know that a lot of people have a lot of emotions, and that's pretty much what we talked about in the podcast was the amount of emotion that we all are sharing, and the how we personally feel from our perspective.
And we do.
Now, even with that being the case, I mean, I'm sure you could say the same thing. Even if it's something from our perspective, we're not shooting this across the board like you have to feel the same way, but it was just our way of opening up about it. But even then, in our response to this message that was sent, we're not trying to be disrespectful to you. It's okay to have another view. It's okay to feel a certain way. And what's not okay is when it goes beyond that.
And then, plain and simple, he said, look up a situation, and I'm like, okay, we'll look it up and give him the facts.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's not going to be what you want it to be. He's saying me, hey, look up the Black Panthers. They were armed. They were in their capital. Yeah, capital, California. Not Washington, D.C.
Right.
They didn't storm a national federal building at the seat of the government's power. And once again, we're not trying to say that one political party is wrong or right. We're not trying to say who did what. All I'm trying to just give you the facts of what happened back then versus happening right now. We know that people are going through a situation. We're living in a pandemic. People have lost their jobs waiting on unemployment.
Yeah.
Food is getting hard food is scarce.
It's getting expensive. And it's getting expensive. You got some people out here that are getting food stamps, and the price of food has jumped up so high that the food stamps aren't really compensating for everything that's needed. So it's a lot of people going through a lot out here.
And then, like I say, people are trying to cover their bills. I know we're talking about stimulus this and stimulus that, but we just want to just give say our prayers and hearts are with those that are going through the struggles.
Right.
Prayers and hearts are with the people who had to go through the situation in Washington, D.C., those people that lost their lives.
Yeah.
And plain and simple, we just want to make sure that, once again, we'll be doing more than just responding to people from the podcast, but I just felt like, number one, good to update that, hey, she said, yeah. So we'll be Mr. and Mrs. Jones.
Real soon. Me and Mrs.
And then the second thing, we just want to make sure that, somebody, if you comment on a video, if you come at us or you comment in social media, we're going to reply.
We're going to reply, okay? We're going to reply. We're going to try to do it in a timely fashion. But there are some comments, I'm going to just say right now, we might not reply to. Because if it's definitely something that could be problematic or could cause any quarreling, we're not trying to be in arguments with nobody, based on, I'm just saying, because some people really want an argument. And we're not out here to have an argument with you.
And we not,
I said what I said. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as long as we just want to keep it constructive. So we'll let everybody get back. We're going to go ahead and post this on the Monday tip. And we just want to make sure that, y'all, this way y'all can get y'all football in, playoffs.
Right. And then also, make sure that you are liking, subscribing, and sharing this video to all your friends and your loved ones. Maybe, and even if you don't share this one, share our videos, all of them.
Hey, if you like it. If you don't like it, well, we try it and keep it moving.
If you don't like it, comment. At least that gives us, some constructive criticism that we can fuel ourselves off of and go harder. We like it all.
We're relatively new, so just forgive us if it's something that you don't like.
Right. Now, we got some more questions coming up, so we are going to be back because I have been sent a lot of questions. For some reason, I guess we are all feeling the relationship questions. It could be because we are in quarantine, so you're spending a lot of time with the significant other, and you're finding out a lot more, or you experiencing a lot more. I don't know, but we're definitely going to address a few of them.
Yeah, we're gonna get those relationship questions out.
We haven't forgotten about you all,
and we'll be putting our first reviews up sometime later this week. So we just want to thank you for watching.
Check out the podcast. We're doing another one on Monday night. So check it out.
All right now.
All right. Bye. Bye, y'all.